follow Peter's speech, but I'll go ahead and I'll give it a try. In the spirit of not really knowing when the waterworks are going to come, Katie, you look incredibly stunning. And it's really been an honor to be standing by your side for the last 11 years and for making this toast to you and Joe this evening. As Peter had said before, I also had a feeling that we'd be celebrating this day. And the day I realized we'd be here was June 4th, 2016. Now, it wasn't the same story that Peter told at the James Hotel, but definitely still a day that it was really the second time that I met Joe. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. That's a pretty bold claim. Given the only other time I'd spent time with Katie's new boyfriend was at this rowdy New York City bar. We were watching the Kentucky Derby, and this only happened a month prior. But he even survived some pretty serious interview-style questioning that night. Joe, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So he survived. So yes, this could have been a very outlandish statement, but I had a feeling, and that was based on what I saw between the two of them that day and what I knew about Katie. Every once in a while, when two people meet, you just know that it's meant to be. You know instantly the stars have aligned and their paths would bring them together regardless of what the world might throw their way. And this was clearly the case over a decade ago when Katie and I first met. In 2007, Katie and I both transferred to Lafayette College, and for the first time in my life, I was a coast away from my family, and I really felt alone. But thankfully, that feeling didn't last long. I met Katie and her wonderful parents, Peter and Marjorie, on move-in day. They were the second, third, and fourth person that I met. That was incredibly fortuitous for me because they would then now be my East Coast parents for the next decade. For both of us, starting off at a new school in a new state was the perfect moment to meet your lifelong best friend. Timing was really everything, and the spark between us was immediate. Even though I can't even begin to describe Katie's incredible, loyal, and genuine nature, I'm sure everyone in this room can attest to the immediate warmth and kindness that you feel upon meeting her, and I certainly felt it that first day. And I wasn't surprised when Joe told me that Katie's sweetness is one of the qualities he also finds most attractive about her. Now, I'll spare everyone the embarrassing Lafayette details for now, but if you catch me at the bar later, all bets are off. And we'll fast forward 3 years of living together in our sorority and 6 consecutive semesters of inseparable sister awards, and endless coordinated outfits and themed parties. And Katie and I were now embarking on our greatest adventure and challenge yet as a twosome, and that's New York City. Now, Katie's been always very particular. I mean, it took years to expand her diet beyond peanut butter and jellies and chicken cutlets. Seriously, I mean, chicken and peanut butter, that was pretty much it. And so, Katie, as she began dating in New York City, she also demonstrated that same level of specificity by developing a very firm husband-to-be checklist. Katie's strict criteria include a lot of common wishes and desires. He'll have brown hair, brown eyes, he must love dogs. But 2 conditions stood out in particular. First, Katie did not want to be with someone who was about to make a drastic life change, such as a move cross country. Second, and most importantly, she didn't want to date anyone who'd ever lived, worked, or really even been to Connecticut. But then, spring of 2016, she met Francis Joseph Messina Jr., and I know what you're thinking. Yes, he's allergic to dogs. And yes, he did make this life-changing move with Katie across country for a new job. And yes, he was raised in Connecticut. But when she texted me after their second date, oh no, I think I like him way too much. I was really pleased that this talented lawyer broke this self-contracted list of expectations. And it was really what showed me that it was the ideal moment for them to find each other. They were truly meant to be together. So to bring us back full circle, the second time I met Joe, I was sitting with Katie, Joe, and Adam on a Saturday afternoon at Lucy's Quintana Royale in Midtown Manhattan. And the four of us were enjoying drinks in the sunny New York weather. And I couldn't help but notice how Katie and Joe looked at each other. And also, exactly with what Peter said, you could tell immediately that the way that they looked at each other was special. And there was that same spark between the two of them. And I knew in that moment that Katie had been waiting for Joe her entire life. Katie, you don't need me or anyone else to wish you luck or happiness, because Joe is your happiness guaranteed. I mean, we've seen him on the dance floor, and get ready, there is definitely more to come. But all jokes aside, Katie, I'm so happy you found this man to share your life with, who loves you, pushes your boundaries, expands your horizons, and truly respects you for the wonderful woman that you are. And Joe, I really can't thank you enough for making Katie so happy. You're full of life, you're smart, compassionate, and absolutely hilarious. It's a real comfort knowing that Katie will always have you by your side. You're everything and more than I could have hoped for my best friend. So if everyone could raise a glass to perfect timing, and most of all to Katie and Joe.